Well, that wasn't so bad. Hi, friends. How are you? Here's your part 2 of the full moon in Cancer. This afternoon, it was at 2:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I had laid out these cards in part 1 as the eclipse energy was going, and I had called on the divine feminine, our ancestors, and our angels to help lay out these cards. And since then, I'm, of course, multitasking over here. But I'm telling you, I am just feeling so whole and so complete. I, right now, am uploading that. Well, I'm trying to add the tags and the end screens and the card inserts. And we had so much work to get through. I'm just going to backtrack here for a minute. I started this channel in May. I was terrified to do it, April or May. Jen Lynn Tarot and Linda G inspired me. I was terrified for a variety of reasons. And then we hit the eclipses, and my guides were like, keep going, keep going. You have to ride this eclipse energy with everyone because people are going to freak out because it's a hard summer. And then we got through that. We got through this beautiful fall, and then the galactic center and ushering in of the divine feminine. And bam, here we are again with the Capricorn ingress, the new solar cycle, the New Year chart, these eclipses, impeachment, the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which does not firm up until Sunday. We are still in, they are conjunct at 22 degrees. Saturn and Pluto will move into 23 degrees Capricorn, and the sun is going to move there too. So the third quarter moon in a week is going to be difficult. We are by no means through this, okay? 2020 is a difficult year, but I remember last October it was like, the universe and my guides tasked me with, okay, your next task, your next assignment is to get through the rest of the winter with the galactic center and pre-paving the new moon energy so that we could all get on the correct side come January when this all hits. And I just realized, holy cow, we did that. I remember last fall, like, you want me to what? Huh? What? I am just feeling really full. I'm so proud of you guys. I am thinking of some of you still, and the new ones who are like, I don't know this astrology business. I just don't know. My brain doesn't work that way, and I keep saying, you guys, just let it sink in. You don't even have to look at the chart. Just listen to my words. Over time, you will see the continuity in how things work, and you'll realize the pattern, and your body's going to recognize energetically what I'm talking about, because this stuff is built in our DNA. And our DNA was deeply tapped with that Mercury retrograde in November. But anyway, I'm just so proud. Okay, and so what I did with this is the full moon eclipse over Washington, D.C. that happened today at 2:21 p.m. And oh my gosh, that last video, I felt something click. I read on that. And then there was another thing that happened with our agriculture. Gotta watch it. Powerful. I mean, because that clicked like within like a half hour of the eclipse. Oh, and there was a tornado warnings in DC area. Hello. Yeah. You were taking out the garbage. And then I had some beautiful readings last night, and I think M. Monroe user, she's like, are you, because I was asking to talk with some of those who had transitioned and some of the angels about what happened with the plane going down, and my readings for our Canadian friends. And she was like, are you sure that wasn't Mary? And I was like, huh? And yeah, I kind of really think it was. It's just been a beautiful 24 hours. I thought all my bones would have broke by now. I know they wouldn't. But anyway, it feels good so far, and that's a good sign. If you're feeling kind of balanced, I feel like a lot of you did a lot of heavy duty work these last 3 months, and it's paying off. Okay? So back to the Horoscope. Donald is locked in loaded. He's not locked and loaded. The horoscope is. He's screwed. He was screwed anyway. this chart, this is the eastern horizon, this is the western horizon, this is above the sky, this is the sun's path through the day, and then it sets over here, and then this is beneath the horizon. And look at all these charts we've been dealing with the past like month or two. All the planets were beneath the horizon, and I kept saying, you guys, there's a lot going on. We can't see it because it's beneath the horizon. It's beneath our feet. We can't see that. We can only see what's above the horizon because that's like what's outside. If you really want to see what's below the horizon, usually you have to look in your house or like dig a hole to China, and then you can see what's going on that side of the world where all the planets are. Now, look at this. Oh my gosh, I would love to see the solar map where the planets are staked out along the globe. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planets above the horizon. We have the asteroid Chiron, which is the wounded healer, and Lilith, which is like the dark side of the moon. And we've got Venus in the 10th house conjunct the midheaven, applying a conjunction to the natal United States moon, which represents the people, and I think that's at 27 or 28 degrees, 27, 28 degrees Aquarius. So we are just bathed in Venus and goodness. Donald, represented by the sun in the horoscope, is in the 8th house of life and death. Transformation, other people's money. There's a stellium there. Jupiter expands things, long distance travel. Think about all of his buddies overseas, the 6-1's mob. There's him. Oh, Mercury is conjunct the sun. So there's this great big light shining on all of his agreements, his social media, his communications, his children. We have Saturn conjunct Pluto, obstacles, transformation. And all of these are intercepted in the 8th house. It's intercepted because the sign of Capricorn, the 8th house begins in Capricorn and it ends in Capricorn. And you have no wiggle room here. On top of it, he's got some hard angles here feeding them like Uranus. Hello, unexpected news going direct. Oh, he's going to hate that. The only thing helping him out really is this angle to Neptune, which is gaslighting. That's his only choice in how to cope with this. The moon, the people are opposite him. And the sector of finance, money, income, gains. So he has no control over what we're doing with his money over here. Mars is over here in the 6th house. This area has to do with public servants, investigations, and intel agencies, military, that kind of stuff. He's locked down. I love it. So the sign that was coming over the horizon when this, during the eclipse, was 13 Gemini. So the ascendant, the thing that gives life to the chart, is Mercury. So you can always look to Mercury for triggering things, which is conjunct the sun. Oops. Oh my gosh. And both of these are in conjunct. They form a 150-degree angle to his sun. Oh my, he's so screwed. His sun is in the 1st house. So this is going to keep he's just going to be irritated AF, and he's not going to be able to do a darn thing. He is never going to be able to get control of the narrative or the momentum. He is at the mercy of the eclipses in this brand new world. 20 degrees. Yet there's a lot going on here. And so the midheaven, the highest point of the sun, that's like when the earth, this is actually the earth, when it rotated, like here at this placement, Washington, D.C., you know, this is where the sun would be rising. Well, it rises, and then when this side of the earth is facing the sun, because the sun is over here, that is 100% full face of the sun. That's the midheaven. That's the highest point. This is what we strive to. It's just the highest point of the chart. It's where everyone is just drawn to go and achieve. Opposite 20 degrees Leo. I think this splits his Mars and Pluto, his power planets. And he doesn't like that because he really uses them to energize his aggression and his destructiveness. And now it's split. So I think his Mars is now going to be in the 3rd house of communication. So he's going to be a babbling, blah, 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 aggression. And Pluto, destruction for him at home. It's just going to all backfire on him. The Sun, too, representing the leader of a nation in a horoscope, right at this lower point, because this area represents home and family and being born into a family, it also has to do with your ancestors. So the graves of our ancestors. So it activates the Sun, which represents a leader. So our ancestors, our past forefathers are activated in this. We're looking good. We the people, his opponent, which is, he hates us. So our luck, our ruler on this here is Sagittarius, which has to do with lands far away. I call this Putin's house because it has to deal with that. It's ruled by Jupiter. Oops, Jupiter's in the 8th house, so we're going to have a lot of luck tracking down that stuff there. The rule of the chart giving it life is Mercury. It's on our side. He's screwed. Oops. Oh. Venus, 26 degrees Aquarius in the heavens above, crowning Washington, D.C., which also has to do money, income gains, is exactly opposite his Pluto, his powerhouse, his negotiation, his charisma. So no one's going to like what he's doing. They're going to be like, gross, yuck. Okay, I got to get going on this. Okay, so this Horoscope, we have the blue color. By the way, this was the color of Mary. I just called her Mary. The lady in the reading, the cloak that she was wearing, M. Monroe. This represents the angels. This blue deck, the angels that I summoned to be with us. This is what their focus is with this horoscope. And, which is pre-paving, probably helping to pre-pave the next 500 years. Hopefully, if we're still democracy. The golden deck, this one is just USA right now. This one fell out. This is the Raphael Light for the Divine Feminine and USA Leadership. And this tarot is democracy in general, how it's transforming for the future. So on the ascendant, we have the angels gave us, pick this up. Oh, the 5 of Cups. We are so tired and weary. Angels are going to fill up our 2 cups. We are so weary, and they know that. The angels know that, and they're working. They're working to fill up our cups. They really want us to take care of ourselves this year. I'm telling you guys, this 2020 is such a difficult year. Angels are with us. We're going to feel ragged. Look she's all wet. She overworked, tired. Divine Feminine, take care of your Divine Feminine. United States of America on the ascendant has Temperance. So she is just trying to blend everything that's getting thrown her way. And she has luck because Temperance is the card. It stands for Sagittarius. And we, the people, have it. So we have good luck. It might be easier than expected, but don't expect that. Okay? Shh. The Raphael. So this is the Divine Feminine. She has. Look. Divine Feminine and the leadership for USA. We have the 8 of Pentacles, getting back to work, getting back to our work, our craftsmanship with leadership, how good we are at what we do, and fulfilling 10 of Cups, total fulfillment with our families. And I see 2 people holding. This just makes me feel like we're getting also a new way of, like, with the Republicans and the Democrats. So this is what the Divine Feminine is doing for leadership in the United States of America. This is all on the ascendant. Angels are working with us. So those of you fearful, so far we're in a good spot. And then democracy transforming in the future of the United States of America. Holy crow. We're going to chase the devil out. Democracy transforming the future leaders in the United States. We still have to contend with the devil and Putin. Who do you think's going to win? Don't lose sight of this. This is also the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. This will make us weary and tired. But our angels are there. Ask for them. And people who are not as weary are going to be holding the note for us to get this going, to blend our differences and move us forward, as is the divine feminine working together. Wash that man out of our hair. Wash that gray out of my hair. What was it? Sorry, youngsters, if you don't know, just ignore me. Okay, so this area has to do with how one identifies themselves, their identification, who they are, how they're defined. The angels, oh yes! The angels this year, the new money, the new power. We're renewed with the Ace of Pentacles. This is power, it's money, it's also data and information. The United States of America, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I think that might be Speaker Pelosi. You know, she showed up pretty prominently. So going forward, USA is really going to be relying upon Queen of Pentacles, Speaker Pelosi, with receipts. The divine feminine is there with the Five of Wands. She's fighting. She's not taking poop. She's fighting. It's almost like she's leveraged that obstruction and is transforming it to something new. This is also Saturn and Leo, and transforming democracy in the United States of... Yay! I just can't help but jump when I see the Page of Cups. This is so important. So who was this yesterday? This was a Republican Party. In my reading on does the Senate have the votes, that the Republicans that are going to vote for impeachment. This is also Brittany Kaiser with Cambridge Analytica and what they did. This has also been Ivanka and the whistleblower. They are helping to transform democracy in the United States of America. Look at this powerhouse lineup we have for 2020. It's still going to be hard work, you guys. It's still going to be hard work. But we have so much help. That's who we are. And for some reason, I like to go this direction. So in the 12th house, now when I was doing this, usually this is secret, hidden enemies. But I also, when I was looking at the angels, I was saying healing, respite, repair, reflection, okay? There's also addictions fall in this category as well. And we have here that, could we be any perfect? This is the Pisces card, the Hanged Man. This, what is the name of this angel is, I love this deck. The Hanged Man is Cassiel. So the angel is going to be with us as we just kind of go through this period of changing. He just observes what happens and what doesn't happen. He bears witness to good and bad. And so this angel, Cassiel, is the angel of solitude and tears. So if you're feeling solitude and tears, ask for Cassiel to help. When you're feeling overwhelmed, maybe that Five of Cups all raggedy, you know, you need to kind of postpone your activities, take pause, just watch. Stop struggling. That's what I'm being told. Stop struggling. The United States of America, Four of Wands. This is the White House. This is also progressing our ideas until they take establishment and form, which is very Capricornian. And we fill it in with all the Venusian beautiful things like us, our house, taking back our house. A lot of reflection on what the White House means for USA. For the divine feminine and our leadership, we have the Page of Pentacles, moneyed news. We're going to have to be reflecting on how we're spending money for our children, investing in our children. We really got to solve that. So divine feminine is there to help work on that, and how we're transforming democracy with future leaders. Donald. We are going to reflect heavily on what happened to this with our elections, with our candidates who don't release their taxes. We're done with this. They're just done. So, lots of solitude, retreat, quiet work that's going to be done, and we're going to be having help. Okay, just a minute. My dog needs to go outside.